How do folks? How we doing? Just a quick one. Today we're going to be exploring the question: is the internet broken or just full of fucking idiots? What can I say? And I'm going to leave it down to you. I could have, and I don't prepare my my videos for the reason of authenticity. But in all honesty, I should have prepared this one, because afterwards I know I'm going to be kicking and say I should have used that example, I should have used this example. But what we can say for sure is the internet, in my opinion anyway, what we should say for sure, this is the question, you guys can make your minds up and answer. The internet, I call it now the lamestream media. It's a mixture of the mainstream, of truthers, and what is in originality what I used to call the lamestream, which is the shill organisations that are there created to make you all look a fool and to make you not be believed. And I'm going to use one example because this one is ridiculous. For the best part of this year for sure, and I don't know if it was into last year, as soon as I saw that meme out there showing Matt Hancock as 75% shareholder in Portland Biopharma Limited, and a little picture of Twat Hancock and the heading of Secretary of Health on the company's house page. This is the picture that gets shown on the internet. Well, as a guy who's always in company's house anyway, looking up details of who the CEO or directors of whatever are, I saw straight away it was bollocks, because they don't put pictures on and they put a name, they don't put a title. So it isn't about a health secretary. It'd be Matt Hancock if he was a 75% shareholder. So anyway, I do a quick check on that number, that company number and that company name, and I find that it is a legitimate company that's floated out there, but Matt Hancock is not connected to it in any way officially by Companies House. And the shareholders of the directors are all there for you to see who they are if you did your own due diligence. Now, I've been saying it for a year, nearly a year. Every time I see that, I point out this is bullshit and I try and inform people, but they don't care because it sounds good, so they share it. And so there's a perfect example of the internet being broken, because folks share bullshit, they get told it's bullshit, they keep sharing bullshit. Other folks see bullshit, they see a response there telling them it's bullshit, do your own due diligence, go check it out, and they'll still share the bullshit. And there they are a year later. The fact that it was a lie put out there by probably the opposition, them, that are creating all this shit for us to make us look fools, because we make false claims, and then anybody who does push to fucking look for themselves, do a quick search on that and find out you're absolutely full of shit. So everything you're telling them now can be taken with a pinch of salt. It's called order out of chaos. They don't care whether you believe it or whether you don't believe it. They just care that there is a mixture of those that believe it and don't believe it. That's what matters to them. But they put out most of the bullshit out there, and you guys share it all because it sounds like a nice soundbite. Now, I can't say it's all you, I'm fucking squeaky clean in this, because it's only really this year I've come to the conclusion that the internet, and most certainly the truther movement, is absolutely broken. It's absolute crock of shit, the old truther movement. I'm not saying literally every man and woman within the truther movement is full of shit, but the movement is, and 90% of what even good folks are sharing is full of shit. So that makes them full of shit. No matter how good they are or their intentions, folks have got a little carried away with it all, and now they just want to share any old shit that they find, as long as it looks like the government or the true rulers of the world for want of another term, are in a bad light, that's all that matters. And that isn't what it's about, because if you're sharing bollocks, you're actually doing the truther movement an injustice. And it's down those that make videos as well. And I know a couple of you do secretly watch these and don't tell anybody, and you make your own fuckers. But I've actually pointed out to some of you, and probably most of you, all the time you was doing the Q and the Trump fucking bullshit, how easily you're distracted and how easily you will fucking make a video on any old shit you find. And unfortunately, like it or not, you're still doing it. You won't do your own due diligence, you get caught up on any fucking highlight, and you make an absolute fucking full-on video with your fucking hundreds or thousands of fucking followers all glued to you now that are going to perpetuate the bollocks that you've perpetuated. You're not looking into whether anything's real or not. So you want to know why the Truther movement was fucking ridiculed as a conspiracy theorists? You know that the CIA created the fucking term conspiracy theorist to hide Roswell, which was a fucking bullshit fucking event in the first place, to create this conspiracy movement that they've led and controlled from the start. And now they're doing it even with good folks, leading them and controlling them. Now, I have been guilty to some degrees in the past of falling for posting odd posts and memes that have turned out to be part of that shite. I haven't always been woken to this level. And I don't say I know it all now, and I constantly tell everybody I don't know it all, and to stop thinking that you fucking do, because none of us do. And nobody knows less than those fuckers that are making the videos full of shit, because one thing they don't know is that you must do your own due diligence. And in times like this, folks that were believing that they were woken, that were sharing information a year ago, should really be light years ahead now, because this year has shown us so much that so many haven't seen, and so many in key positions on YouTube and on Facebook that are sharing knowledge just have not seen, or have fucking done that with the mask. They've put it too fucking high, and then you can ask yourselves why. But the reality is, the Truther movement has shown itself in its entirety to be false. This year. It's shown all of the shills, it's shown that Trump and the fuck, and still, there are still some folks still honestly, genuinely clinging on to Trump and Q. It's like, it's gone beyond all of the evidences that he was full of shit by when he came out with the mask after calling the vaccines and the fucking coronavirus in the first place as fake, and then he flips and then he pretends to catch it. All of that's gone now, because then they create the next bigger distraction, which is the pedo that's fucking taking his place, and all the hoo-ha, and people are still fucking cheering for it, just like they did Obama when fucking Trump come in. And you can't see it. And you're making your videos and you're talking about it and you're perpetuating the bollocks. It is theatre. Presidents and prime ministers are selected. They are created over years. Boris's fucking Brexit bus, it was creating Boris for his position. Wakey, and all of his positions before, and all of his quirkiness and his nuttiness, it was all for that purpose. Just like Trump's fucking TV appearances and all his TV shows over the years, it was building his persona to fucking put him in that place. Why it has to be explained, but this is why I believe the internet is broken. But that's only a very small part of why I believe the internet's broken. The internet is broken because folks don't just not get it. You've got folks who sort of get it, so they make their videos and post their posts, but they're missing the mark by a million fucking miles, so they know something's wrong. The vaccine thing, everybody knows there's something going on, so everybody's telling their truth, and there's 300 different fucking stories out there of what's going to happen. And the reality is, not fucking one of you know. Not one. And neither do I. We have an idea on where it's going, but each individual move you will not predict, and anybody who's telling you what is going to happen is full of shit. They're not telling you, I think this might be. They're telling you this is what they are going to do, and then when they don't, what then? You're listening to the next full of shit. How many times do they have to be proven fucking wrong? They're falling for every twist and turn, right down from kneeling on that fucking idiot's fucking actor's neck who couldn't breathe, and all his fucking actor buddies all around him that was fucking killing him apparently. You fall for literally everything, but you don't even need a big story. You don't even need a fucking YouTube video. You just need a fucking meme to trigger you into believing that you know fucking everything that you need to know, and now you can fucking go on and tell everybody everything that you now believe to be fucking true, which is a load of shit. You know, just like I say in the law, they only offer things to you, and just with the truther movement, they offer you truths, they offer you bullshit, they offer you half-truths. They offer it in a technicality, they're absolutely right. They offer it for you to decipher and make your own mind up, but you don't. You share literally everything that puts what you see as the opposition in a bad light. You would share it no matter of its validity. That isn't truthing. That isn't truthing. Now, like I say, I've actually been guilty in the past, but I woke up way before this Trump shit to that bollocks, and I was right from day fucking one of Trump shit. I was trying to fucking wake folks up, and I'm not saying it as I told you so. I'm saying it so those that are listening to this that did believe in the Trump shit, just remember how deeply you believed in that Trump shit, and when you heard somebody telling you that it was fake and bullshit, just remember how vigorously you defended it. Just remember how strongly you believed in what you was doing. I'm not saying you're wrong to fucking feel that strongly about what you believe, but what you should be able to do is change your perception when the evidence is offered to the contrary to what you believe. And if you can't, you're not a truther. You're not a truther. You're just out there perpetuating bullshit. And it doesn't help the movement, it doesn't help the people. You've got idiots out there portraying that they're fighting for the people. They've got folks rallying behind them who genuinely believe that this is my fucking saviour, this is my hero. I believe every word they say. I'm going to follow him to the ends of the earth. Stop it. You're your own man and fucking woman. Stop putting folks on pedestal. It doesn't matter who they are or what they have to say. We're all just folks, and if you've got something to say, if I've got something to say that floats your boat or resonates with you or makes you see the truth, don't put me on a pedestal because I saw through the bullshit and I brought it to you. Put the fucking knowledge on the pedestal, not the guy you heard it from. Use the knowledge. I don't belong on any fucking pedestal. I'm just a fellow who's opened his fucking mind up to see the bullshit. You can too. It doesn't make me special. It just makes my eyes fucking open. It just means that I'm fucking actually woken rather than just saying I'm fucking woken. But so many out there, so fucking many, I don't believe that they just believe the woken souls sharing knowledge. I can't believe it. I cannot. All those that perpetually make videos about absolute shite and just keep sending it, no matter what is said, when something's proven to be bullshit, they've already moved on to the next load of shite they're peddling. They don't need to revisit that. And for some reason, those that are following them don't revisit it and don't question, hey, what about all the other shit that you're wrong about every time? Come on, folks, wake up. You can't let them just keep bouncing you from one stage to another. It's like the apocalypse theories. 3 or 4 times a year we get an exact date. Not just sometime maybe in that year. We get exact fucking dates. On this date the world's going to fucking end, and it's going to end because of this. It's going to be a meteorite this time, it's going to be that this time, there's going to be a fucking awakening, everybody's going to float up into the sky on ascension. Oh, come on people, for fuck's sake. These dates are getting ridiculous, and it's also something else to keep having you throw dates about to make you look a fool, and nothing makes somebody look more of a fool than a specific date, because the day after they have to fucking answer to it. But they don't, do they? They just move on, and everybody's like, oh, it must be another date. We'll wait to hear you tell us the next day. No, it's this date now. Yeah, it's that. Because of this calendar was wrong, and that's fucking, yeah, trigonometry. Come on, people. For fuck's sake. Stop following bollocks. When you hear these dates, and I don't give a flying fuck who or what it's connected to, whether it's connected to the fucking end of the world through some fictional space fucking object, or whether it's through a virus, or it's this, or it's that, or the fucking other. If somebody's giving you a specific date, go tell them to bollocks in advance, and then go and tell them to bollocks again the day after. Because I always put on there something along the lines of, are you going to give up making videos the day after? If it doesn't fucking happen. But then you always get the bullshit back saying, oh, I'm just passing on information that I've been told, so yeah, no liability here. Go fuck yourself. You're all fear porning and trying to fucking get your likes. It's like porn. It's idiots wanting to be liked and have folks follow them. Don't do it. Don't do it for them, don't do it for me. You like my videos? Watch my fucking videos. Don't put me on a pedestal, don't think I'm anything fucking special. I'm just a fellow who's telling you some fucking truths, and why no fucker else is I don't fucking see. Or I do see, you don't see. But, there we go. But hey, it is what it is. The truth is fucking out there. Whether people are prepared to believe it, or whether people want to just keep going around in circles, I don't know. All I know is there's a whole fucking world out there, as foggy and as shitty as it is. I'm not seeing it because I'm always fucking dealing with shit on the internet. I'm more of a prisoner to the internet than you fucking lot are, because I'm always out there dealing with shit. But it is my own choice. I could switch it off at any point, which would delight my wife. But the reality is, I know some truths, I have to share some truths. What happens with that truth is nothing to do with me. My conscience is fucking clear. This fucking heart had to open up, had to burst it out. That's what I have to do. My soul has to release it, it has to put it out there. It doesn't have to fucking babysit you, hold your hand, mollycoddle and make sure that you believe everything I say, or tell anybody what I say, or share what I say. That matters not one fucking bit to me. I've just got a burning desire in my soul to open my mouth and release the truth. And that's just what goes on with me. Don't give a fuck what happens to it after there. I'm already fully understanding myself that the internet is broken. The truther movement is broken. The truth doesn't get out there. My words will get shared around a very few select folks who will take it how they take it and do with it what they will. But I can tell you something, 99.999% of who you're listening to and what you're watching is bollocks. No matter how much it entertains you, blows smoke up your ass, or makes you believe what they say. You are listening to shite that is being fucking created by those that would be bringing you the New World Order. Whatever division of propagandas they have going, they have lots of arms of it, and they're all fucking working for your mind, showing you these ridiculous fucking memes, stories and fucking inserts from things, and you're just taking it all fucking in and running with it. All they have to do is put it out there, and you guys do the rest. So hey, is the internet broken? We could go into lots and lots of examples of it. Maybe you guys can share some examples of it. I think I'll do when I've done and I'm back home, I might do a post in the old wonky world and get other folks' opinions. You guys put any opinions on here, ways that you think the internet is or isn't broken. I'd be interested to hear from somebody who doesn't believe it is and who thinks it's all working smoothly and as it should. And without ridicule or argument, I'd just be interested to hear your versions. There's plenty of folks out there wearing masks, so there must be loads of folks who are believing that everything's as it is. Whether anybody dare come forward and speak up, I don't know. But I won't out you, I won't fucking ridicule you. I'd probably have a conversation with you and try and see where you're coming from. I'd love somebody to change my mind and make me believe that everything's okay and everything's fine. Wow, what a fucking world. I could come on here and make a video saying don't worry folks, it's all over. But alas, I don't believe there is such a soul. So I'm going to leave it at that, folks, because otherwise I will just be blah blah blahing and pulling on more examples of bollocks, and you all know what's bollocks, you all know what isn't bollocks, and you all know that you're perpetuating bollocks to some degree. I'd like to see the Truther movement come real and actually come in line with truth, but just like the mask wearers, you're not going to get through to them. You just can't get through to them. Everybody believes they're right, and nobody's open to criticism, nobody's open to look at the truth, because they've already believed a lie, and their lie has become their truth. So make of the world what you will, folks, but I can assure you there is not one thing in this world that is as you believe it is. Not one thing. But you go figure that out. Have a good one. See you later.